Hello.
Hi.
We thought we'd do something a bit different this week, didn't we?
Well, you did.
Well, I did, yeah. Anthony's just agreed. No wine tonight, just coffee. You're drinking coffee, aren't you?
Yeah.
We're trying to be good in the week since our holiday.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching this week's vlog. As you'll see in the video, we stopped at Gargrave, didn't we? For a few days as we waited for permission or a decision, actually. We walked up there to the lock and we saw the engineers working on it, didn't we? Sort of working out whether it was safe enough.
Yeah, well, we were expecting to go through either Thursday or the Saturday, is what we were initially told. And then when we rang CRT again, they told us it definitely wouldn't be happening that weekend. And then we were really panicking because we thought, well, that's cutting into more of the time I had off work to actually get to our final winter mooring. Yeah,
so it was a really anxious time, wasn't it? I know we sort of laughed and joked about it on last week's vlog, but we were really anxious because we were as far away as we could be from work and parents, really, weren't we? Especially myself.
Well, that's why one of the reasons we chose that marina.
Yeah, our original marina.
Yeah, including the fact that we've met really some fabulous people when we were there. So
then we got through the lock, and that was a massive relief. And the CRT were brilliant, weren't they?
Yeah, so they explained what was going on. We weren't allowed to steer our own boat through.
Yeah, you'll see that in the video as well.
That was very bizarre.
But then, we also mentioned on the video that once we got through, we were told that there'd been a breach at
Well, actually, it was as we were going through.
Yeah.
And he did say you might want to turn back because there's been a breach. But we had absolutely no idea of the magnitude of that breach at the time. And we thought, a few weeks and it'll be fixed. But
that's a big word, Anthony. Magnitude. This is why you're better talking than me. I'll just keep quiet.
Oh God, if only. But so it was that thing of whether we should turn back, but we'd already worked out, and we've said before that it was 177 locks. It would have took the full 2 weeks.
Yeah, at 5 or 6 hours of cruising a day.
And there was closures on the Rochdale Canal.
I was just going to say.
So if we'd have been held up and we hadn't have made it in them 2 weeks, we wouldn't have got down the Rufford branch, would we? So.
And then when we got through Gargrave, we were right near the services and we filled with water. And before that, actually, do you remember a few vlogs back that we passed a sweet boat? And I said to Anthony, they sell sweets, and you said, can we stop for sweets? And I went, no.
Paul was very mean and said no.
Only because I knew we'd be chatting for ages and we're always late setting off. But then Paddy and Jill rocked up in their boat, which is a Pendle Witch, before the closed lock at Gargrave, waiting for permission to go through as well.
Rocked up?
Yeah, rocked up.
Trying to get down with the youth?
I'm trying to get down with the youth. I'm still young. And, well, I went to work and do shows that morning that we had all that mist and it was really lovely and the sun was coming up, got some cracking shots. And I phoned Anthony on the way back from work and he sounded a little bit tipsy, even though it was about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And you'd got chatting to them.
I was just high on life.
Yeah. Well, you had they offered Anthony a coffee because you got chatting to them.
Well, they offered me the option of coffee or wine, and it's been rude not to.
Yeah. So when I got there, they'd been eating sweets off the sweet boat and had been drinking lots of wine. You could hardly walk at 9 o'clock at night. So the very next day is when we had to go through. So we had a really good laugh and we got to meet their friend Mark as well. And then when we stopped at Gargrave, we saw the videos that were coming out and the reports of the breach, just showing you how bad it was. And we thought it's going to be months.
Well, and we had friends there who were telling us as well. So they said, have you got through yet? And we're like, no. They're like, it's not going to happen.
No. And we went up to see them. You may remember that from a vlog a while ago, but I'll put a link up here to that vlog where we went to meet them and see the actual damage for ourselves. And then we knew we were stuck there for months. But we had to decide whether to move from Gargrave or carry on in a forward direction. But talking to Paddy and Jill, they'd spoken to friends of theirs and they said that the water level was so low and affecting so much of the canal. I think it was something like 24 miles of canal. Yeah. They said it's just not worth cruising up towards Barnoldswick or Barlick, as the locals call it, because you may damage your rudder, you may scrape the bottom of the boat, and everybody was rushing up there. And where we were in Gargrave, we had services, but there was a drawback, wasn't there? And it was a travel distance.
Yeah, so it was quite a distance from work for both of us actually, wasn't it? But to be fair, I mean it's still quite a distance to work, isn't it? Where we are now for both of us.
Yeah.
And I've always been used to travelling to get to work. I've always travelled like over an hour anyway, and I always said, you know, if it was no more than that, then I wouldn't be really that bothered. But it was a stunning place. You're going to get trapped. It was like a really good place. You had everything we needed.
Yeah. So we decided, didn't we, rather than moan about it, we had our home with us. We were very lucky. We had a vehicle. There were services nearby. There were local shops nearby, walking distance. And we decided to explore Yorkshire, didn't we?
Yeah. So it gave us a fab opportunity to as a base, really, didn't it? So I know we went through Skipton, but we visited Skipton a couple of times more, didn't we? We did Malham. And Grassington. What was that? Was that Malham with the Janet's Foss?
Yeah, Janet's Foss waterfall. It's one of our favourite walks. It's one of my favourite walks, and because it's fairly flat, so it's great for Dexter, and it's just stunning, isn't it? Yeah. And so we did go out and eat lots of cake and drink lots of coffee.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really enjoyed Yorkshire, and then it was time to move on. But you probably saw the video where we were still out on the cut in November, and we saw the snow, so that was really brilliant experience.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
In fact, you sort of didn't want to come into a marina, did you?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. It really gave us a feel of what it's like to be out on the cut in winter, which was our first winter out on the cut. Yeah. And I loved it because of the scenery and the photography.
I think the only downside for us really was the fact that we knew we were going to go away and for like 10 days, and I didn't want to leave the boat unattended for 10 days with no solar charge in the batteries, because that's the other thing you have to consider in winter. We haven't got a generator. The friends that we would normally ask to boat sit,
we were going away
coming with us, so just for security really, I think we wanted to put it into marina to make it safe.
I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and it's been nice talking. I'm still trying to persuade Anthony to do a live chat. Get on to him.
Yeah.
And we'd like to thank you, our viewers, and we'd also like to say a big thank you to our patrons for all your support. And your messages of support as well have been really nice.
Yeah, we've loved getting all the messages. It makes it feel like it's worthwhile doing what we're doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just really nice. Like I think I keep saying this, but we keep seeing the same names coming up. We feel like we're getting to know people. We may possibly see some of you at Crick. We haven't booked anything yet, so we still need to get that sorted if we're going to go to Crick.
Yeah.
It's.
I think we should. We really enjoyed it last year, didn't we? But we only went for the one day.
Yeah.
That would be good. Dexter's fast asleep next to us by the fire. It's very warm. I think I might have to open a window. Or the duck hatch. I feel like I'm abroad. It's that warm. We're here just before Gargrave in Yorkshire, awaiting our fate from the CRT. So, this is what's stopping us getting home. Ashton Road Lock on the Leeds and Liverpool is closed, and we have no idea when it's going to be reopened. Could be months, could be a year. And we're trapped unless they give us assisted passage to next week. We met this absolutely lovely couple who were running a cafe boat, and it turned out that they used to run the cafe near where we lived. Wow, the weather's definitely changing, isn't it? There's still something nice about this weather, especially when you get back to your boat and light the fire. You like the fire, don't you, Dexter? Hey, you're drying off after you walk. Did we get wet? We decided to get off the boat and go and explore Skipton while the weather was better than our last time here. We've had a little walk round Skipton. It's fairly quiet because it's 5 o'clock, and we just called at the Greenwood Cafe Bistro. Anthony's checking his emails. Are you happy that we can get through Gargrave?
Yeah, very happy.
I'm going to fill in your arms. We're still on our diets, so Anthony's got carrot cake for the carrots.
Yeah.
I've gone for chocolate brownie, which has surprised me and Anthony, because it's normally my least favourite. I'm a bit done in with carrot cake. So I'm having a flat white. What are you having, Anthony?
I think I've got the better option. Irish coffee.
Nice. And no, it's not August or September. It's the middle of October. And I sat out in t-shirts. Well, it's a glorious morning. It's Sunday. What are we on? The 10th of October. I've had breakfast, done a bit of photography, and I'm now walking to the car. It's about a 12-minute walk to the car. And I've got an hour and 15-minute drive to my parents to pick up my magic gear and then go and do a show in Northwich. Oh, so relaxing. And we're off. Today's the day. It's Monday, the 11th of October. We're going through this first lock just before Eshton Lock. This one's been padlocked all week, probably to maintain the water levels. Fingers crossed they're going to let us through today. It's a beautiful morning. We're being followed by another boat. We're hoping there's room for two of us in this first lock. Well, a wide beamer's coming down and we're going into this lock now. Well, we're waiting here for Steve from CRT, who's just got off a boat. He's going to jump on ours and take it through. We're not allowed to stay on the boat. You can really see the scale of the damage on this lock wall here. Just want to thank the amazing CRT volunteers for taking our boat through. Such a relief. So this is Erin, who we've been following everywhere when we've seen her along the canal and asking if she got any updates. And she's been very patient with us, even when we turned up at the cafe. Well, we're sort of relieved that we're getting through Gargrave Lock right as we speak.
It's a bit bittersweet, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
but we just heard out, we just found out, haven't we, last night?
Yeah, there's a further breach on the canal.
109 and 110 on the Leeds and Liverpool Canal, and they've closed 4 further locks between here and Wigan.
Including Wigan, actually, to conserve the water.
Still might not get home.
Well, we'll have to see how quickly the breach is dealt with, I guess.
So we have 2 options: either turn round before Gargrave, go back towards Leeds, Skipton and Leeds for the winter.
Well, why wouldn't we have carried on through Rochdale?
Well, yeah, we could have done, but we wouldn't have made it, would we?
We definitely wouldn't have made it, but it may be that we don't make it on time this way either.
No,
but at least we can get closer, and then we'll just have to say that, you know, our things, sort of, you know, our passageway is blocked. It does sound very wrong. In which case, I think you get a saving grace from CRT about the rules of moving, because
yeah, definitely. But fingers crossed that we get through.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be lovely up this way, so I do want to carry on in this direction because they've got the dark skies and the stars are supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks again to the CRT volunteers.
Alternatively, what you could do if you like, get on the bank here, just
Yeah.
beyond the gate.
Yeah, that'd be great, yeah. Thank you, yeah. He's going to stop there.
So just do the side of the gate.
Have I dropped it?
Right, well, it's not much further to our next lock, and it's set in our favour, and the gates are open. Looks like the CRT volunteers are there. Fabulous. Well, we'd gone from being totally elated to totally deflated, if we're honest. We really felt like luck wasn't on our side on this journey. We had no idea how long the repairs would take at Rishton, and it was only when we'd got through this lock and we chatted to our friends and saw some of the video that was online that we realised the extent of the damage, and there were already rumours flying around that it could be Easter before the works were completed.
That's that there?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
And here's your Elsan and Robbie.
Oh, marvellous.
And showers.
Breakfast in the shower in there.
We're alright,
On
shall
the
we?
left-hand side.
Thank you very much.
After catching up with Paddy and Jill on their boat, the Pendle Witch, we had a good chat and we discussed our options. We also looked at the videos that people have posted online, and we thought the best option would be to stay here for at least a week, and it was good to get advice from Paddy and Jill because they're very experienced boaters. And it was great to have some company, to be honest. Alright lad. Dexter. Well, we're just filled with water and we've been chatting to our new friends who are fabulous, Paddy and Jill, who Auntie had a drink with last night in their fabulous boat Pendle. And we're trying to figure out what to do because of all the closures. We think we may just stay here for the night and see what happens. Well, today's journey involved about 25 minutes of travel, 2 locks, and we're here by the services and Elsan Point. Oh, we're in Grassington.
What was that? Did you just fall into camera shot?
I did fall into camera. We've
So-
decided to have a ride out, haven't we?
Yeah, because we've found out there's another breach, so we've just got through the lock we've been anticipating trying to get through. We're like really pleased, and then we found out there's a breach. Is it Rishton?
Yeah. We could be stuck here for the winter.
Quite possibly, because it's quite a bad breach as well.
So rather than mope about on the boat,
Yeah.
we decided to have a ride out and come to Grassington
Yeah.
or Malham. But Malham's
It's quite hilly, isn't it?
yeah, and
It's
Dexter
beautiful.
would find it hard work.
But we've been here before, so this little square, they did Morris dancing last time we were here, and I met you and friend Sarah on my motorbike, when I used to ride a motorbike.
And the Morris dancers asked for volunteers, and we all stepped back, and our friend
Yeah.
Sarah ended up
Got
looking like
cracked
a
up.
volunteer.
She's like really shy, wasn't she?
Yeah, about 20 minutes of Morris dancing she did. It's really funny.
Well done.
But yeah, we're going to have a look round, we're going to have coffee, possibly cake.
I'm sure that'll be on offer.
Yeah, still on our diet.
As you can tell.
Yeah. See you soon.
Bye.
Do you know what? One of our favourite things is eating out, and we thought, why we're in Grassington, why not get something here? It was nice by the open fire, and there was a good atmosphere too. It's definitely starting to feel autumnal. Well, I've just drove down to the local coal merchant and got some colour gas, 3 bags of coal, hopefully keep us going for a few weeks. And I had to park the car at the end of the canal and walk 100 yards down with the faithful trolley. Oh, I wish we had a bigger trolley to get more coal on. All fun and games. I feel a bit sorry for the coal merchant really, because he's going to have no business now along the canal for months, is he? With the repair at Ashton Road Lock. And also the breach at Rishton. It's been a tough year for a lot of people. Well, at least it gave me time to finish this drawing that you may remember I started a couple of weeks ago. I was really happy with the final result. That could be the funny ducks one. I was so glad we got to spend time in Yorkshire and explore Malham and walk to Janet's Foss. It's 6 years since we've been here and we really did enjoy it. Dexter absolutely loved it too. Well, we thought we'd have a ride out to, where are we, Anthony?
Malham.
Malham, or as Anthony told the sat nav, Waze, what did you say? Malham. So it's not Malham.
I did it because I was trying to emphasise the name and then just got a bit confused.
Trying to be posh.
Oh, gosh, trying to be posh. I am posh, but...
Yeah. We're in North Yorkshire. It's about 7 miles from where we moored the boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we thought it's such a gorgeous day for the middle of October, we'd come out for a walk, and this is one of my favourite walks. I'm so glad because it's 6 years since we've been here,
yeah.
And I couldn't remember the name of this walk. I knew it was near Malham Cove, and Dexter being a bit less sprightly, shall we say. Yeah. It's a nice flat walk, and it's Janet's Foss, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's loving it. We've had some lunch and we're going to walk up. We're about halfway.
We're not too far from the limestone pavement as well,
no.
which was featured in the Harry Potter films.
It was featured in the Harry Potter films.
But that is too steep for him, isn't it? Bless him.
Yeah, and for us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bless us. See you in a bit. It's like Road Best of Winter. Wow. It's fab, isn't it? Yeah. I forgot how good it was. Well, we've had a really lovely day at Malham, or Malham, as Anthony calls it. What are you having? Bitter shandy?
Bitter shandy.
Yeah, I've had half a cider, We may get a coffee if we've got time. It's very bright sun. Yeah.
Well, we definitely get a coffee because we just ordered one.
Oh yeah. Giving away secrets there. We just ordered coffee. Lovely day, and then we're going to drive up to Colne to collect Dexter's medication. Maybe go to the barbers.
I'm just laughing at what you think is secrets. Your James Bond film would be a real treat.
But yeah, it's been a great day, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What did you think of Malham at Janet's Foss?
Oh, I've been before. I really like it.
Yeah.
Real nice place.
Fab,
It's a lovely feel, doesn't it?
Yeah. And looking at this, you'd think it was the middle of summer, apart from Anthony's jacket, but it's actually middle of October. Marvellous.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm sort of not glad we're stuck where we are, but you know, if we're going to get stuck anywhere, Yorkshire's a fabulous place to be stuck.
Nice place.
If it wasn't for the travel to work, we'd be quite happy being here, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
You had a good day, lad. Had quite a big water today, haven't we? Well, after a brilliant day out, it was time to retire and head back to our boat, Morning Star. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because it really does help our channel, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Hit the bell icon for notifications, then you don't miss any of our vlogs. And please keep your comments coming, because we love getting all the comments, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it?
Then that's probably us.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yeah. Speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.